Welcome back to our course, Network Theory and Transmission Lines. So, in the previous classes, we have discussed about the Z parameters, Y parameters, the two-port network, and also we have discussed about the symmetry and reciprocity conditions. In today's lecture, we will discuss about the two-port networks, that is the ABCD parameters. ABCD parameters. So basically, these ABCD parameters are also known as the transmission parameters. So these are the outcomes of the presentation. We are going to look into by the end of this lecture, we are going to obtain the expressions for the ABCD parameters, and we are going to know the equations for different ABCD parameters, and we are also getting the symmetry and reciprocity conditions with the help of the equivalent circuit. So coming to the ABCD parameters. So ABCD parameters are nothing but the transmission parameters. So initially it was also known as the T parameters also. So it is also known as the T parameters or transmission parameters. Why? Because so these ABCD parameters are basically used in the analysis of the transmission lines concept. So for analyzing the concept of transmission lines, so we are going to use the convention ABCD parameter convention. That is the reason why it is also known as the transmission parameters or T parameters. So in the transmission lines, so using this ABCD parameter, that means using this two-port network convention, so we are going to use, so as in the transmission lines is nothing but it is a medium which is used to communicate the or transfer of information. So we are going to have the sending end and also at the receiving end. So this in the two-port network corresponding to this ABCD parameters. So I1 and V1, these two variables is corresponding to the sending end, and I2 and V2 are corresponds to the receiving end. So here, so coming to this, as we are going to express this ABCD parameters, we are going to express the sending end variables in terms of the receiving end. So from this, we are going to obtain the equations for the expressions for the parameters A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D. So coming here, so let us look into the governing equations. So here also, as I said in the previous, we are going to have the four variables V1, I1, and I2, V2. Four variables. So this four variables is going to be out of these four variables, two is going to be the independent and two is going to be the dependent variables. And the coefficients of the variables is going to be our Z or Y or ABCD or whatever it may be. Right? So in this combination, so for the ABCD parameters, so V2 and I2 is going to be the independent variables, and V1 and I1 is going to be the dependent variables. So that means we are going to express this V1 and I1, which is nothing but the sending end variable of the transmission line, V1 and I1, in terms of V2 and I2. V2 and I2, which are nothing but the receiving end variables. So the coefficients of this receiving end variables is nothing but your transmission parameters or ABCD parameters or T parameters. So in matrix form, we can write, so as V1 and I1 is nothing but, it is a column matrix. V1 and I1 is nothing but the column matrix here. So V1 and I1 is nothing but here the sending end variables, which are dependent in this case, which is equal to A, B, C, D, which is a square matrix multiplied with V2 and minus I2. So here what we have to make a note of this is, here it is not I2, it is minus I2. So why? Because here minus I2. So in general, the two-port network convention, if we till now we have observed the two-port network convention, you may look into the two-port network convention where in a two-port network, So this is if we consider a two-port network here. So this is the sending current and this is the receiving end current. So till now we have, this is the input and this is the output. So this is what our convention. So but coming to the transmission parameters, coming to the analysis of the transmission parameters, both the currents, so one is going to be enter and the other one is going to be leave. So this is what the basic convention followed by the authors who analyzed these transmission parameters. So this is the sending end, so that is the I1, and the other one, as it is a transmission line, it is going to be, the current should come out, that is the reason why it is nothing but the I2. So when you are converting this current into this right side, so previously we are having this one, which is towards the system, the arrow mark, the current direction. So but now in the analysis of the transmission parameters, we are just so following the basic concepts of the transmission line, but that is the sending and receiving. So receiving should come out. So that is the reason why here we are considering this one. So that is the reason we have reversed the direction of I2. That is the reason why here we have taken the variable as minus I2. So this is what the important point which you have to make a note when you are analyzing the or getting the expressions for the transmission parameters or ABCD parameters. Right. So now again, so from this we can easily obtain the governing equation. So that is, so you can see here. So that is nothing but V1 is equal to, from this we can write V1 is equal to AB2 minus B. V1 is equal to AB2 minus BI2 and I1 is going to be equal to CV2 minus DI2. So from this matrix we can write these two equations are nothing but the governing equations of the ABCD parameters. So where we are expressing the sending end variables, that is the V1 and I1, in terms of the receiving end variables, that is nothing but V2 and minus I2. V2 and minus I2 are the receiving end variables. And here, the quotients of this receiving end variables are nothing but your ABCD parameters. A, B, nothing but the transmission parameters. Nothing but your transmission parameters. A, B, C, and D are other transmission parameters here. So now the individual parameters we can obtain by considering making the output port as open circuit and a short circuit. Output port as open circuit and short circuit. So if we open circuit, the condition, that is if we open circuit the output port, we can write the I2 is equal to 0. So that is here. So considering again a two-port network convention where, so this is the input port and this is the output port. So here this is the I2 here and this is the I1. So if we consider the output port as open circuit, that means here this is open circuit. That means I2 is going to be equal to 0. I2 is going to be equal to 0. So from the governing equations, what we can write, if I2 is going to be equal to 0, we can write V1 is equal to AB2. So here this is going to become equal to 0. So if I2 is going to be equal to 0, so here are the governing equations you can observe here. So here are the governing equations. From the first expression, that is the V1 is equal to AB2. So if V1 is equal to AB2, what we can write for A? A is equal to V1 by V2 at I2 is equal to 0. When we can obtain this, A is equal to V1 by V2. So at I2 is equal to 0. And similarly, here also, from the second equation, if I2 is equal to 0, we can write I1 is equal to CV2. I1 is equal to CV2. If I1 is equal to CV2, obviously we can write C is equal to I1 by V2. C is equal to I1 by V2. So that means here, so by open circuiting the ports, we can write, so these two are the parameters where we obtain by open circuiting the output port. Open circuiting the output port. So if you short circuit the output port. If we short circuit the output port, if we short circuit the output port, these are the two equations which we can get. If short circuit means obviously, what is the condition? If short circuit the output port means the receiving end, so that means here this is the V1 and this is the input voltage and this is the output voltage where it is nothing but the V2. If we short circuit the output port, that means V2 is going to be equal to 0. If V2 is equal to 0, from the first expression we can write V1 is equal to minus BI2. V1 is equal to minus BI2. So from this we can write B is equal to V1 by minus I2. V1 by minus I2. And similarly, from the second equation, if V2 is equal to 0, so this term is going to be equal to 0. That means I1 is equal to, we can write minus DI2. If I1 is equal to minus DI2, we can write D is equal to I1 by minus I2. I1 by minus I2. If you want to exclusively define these parameters A, B, C, and D, you can observe this here. So that means, so this A is equal to V1 by V2. V1 by V2 is nothing but the input voltage to the output voltage. So that means we can write 1 by A, that means the reciprocal of A, that is the 1 by A, which is nothing but the V2 by V1. So output voltage to the input voltage as, so output to the output voltage to the input voltage means it is nothing but the gain. As both are the voltage parameters here, we can write it as the voltage gain. So what is this voltage gain? By open circuiting the output port. That means here this is nothing but the 1 by A is also known as the open circuit voltage gain. As both are the, as this ratio, in this ratio both are expressed in terms of volts. So volts and volts is going to be cancelled, and that is the reason why it is also a dimensionless parameter here. It is a dimensionless parameter. The first A is nothing but a dimensionless parameter and is nothing but 1 by A is going to be equal to open circuit voltage gain. And similarly, the B is nothing but V1 by minus I2. V1 by minus I2. And that means here input voltage to the output current. Input voltage to the output current. So this B, if you want to express this B can also be written as the short circuit reverse transfer impedance, or we can write it as the short circuit transfer admittance 1 by B, minus 1 by B as the short circuit transfer admittance, or B as the short circuit reverse transfer impedance, right? Short circuit reverse transfer impedance. Short circuit reverse transfer impedance. So minus 1 by B means transfer impedance. Only B means it is nothing but the reverse transfer impedance. So C is nothing but C is equal to I1 by V2. I1 by V2 means input voltage to the input current to the output voltage. So that means we can express 1 by C as the transfer impedance, or the C as the reverse transfer admittance, because the input to the output is nothing but the reverse transfer admittance. If we write 1 by C means output to the input, V2 by I1, so that is the reason why it is known as the transfer impedance. At what is this impedance? Our impedance is known as open circuit, because it is a I2 is equal to 0. We obtain this C value at I2 is equal to 0. Similarly, the D, which is equal to I1 by I2, is also known as, so if you want to write express this reciprocal of this D, minus 1 by D. Minus 1 by D means it is nothing but I2 by I1. So output current to the input current. What is this output current to the input current? Output current to the input current is known as the gain. So which gain? It is nothing but current gain. As it is the current gain at V2 is equal to 0. At V2 is equal to 0 means it is nothing but short circuited. That is the reason why it is known as the short circuited current gain. Short circuited current gain, and is also a dimensionless parameter here. And is also a dimensionless parameter, where this B is expressed. If you want to express in admittance, we can express it. If you want to express in impedance, we can express, right? So ohms or mho is going to be the units for the B and C, and similarly the D is going to be A and D are nothing but the dimensionless parameter, that is nothing but the voltage gain and the current gain respectively. So these A values of this A, B, these expressions for A, B, C, and D is going to be your transmission expressions for the different transmission parameters or the ABCD parameters or T parameters. So now let us discuss the important conditions, that is the reciprocity condition. Reciprocity condition. So what is this reciprocity condition? So if we short circuit, if we short circuit the output port, if we short circuit the output port, that means V2 is equal to 0 in the figure A. If we short circuit the input port, V1 is going to be equal to 0. That means in this case, the source voltage is going to be the V1 because V2 is equal to 0. So in this case, the source voltage is going to be V2 because V1 is equal to 0. So when this 2 is going to be we can express the reciprocity condition when this I1 dash here and this is the I2 dash is both are equal, then we can say it is a reciprocal. You can obtain the reciprocal condition. So for for deriving the expression for this reciprocity and other conditions, let us consider again the same transmission parameters, the governing equations of the transmission parameters, that is the V1 and I1, which is where the V1 and I1 are nothing but the sending end variables, which are expressed in terms of the receiving end variables, which are V2 and minus I2. So now let us consider the figure A. So here V1 is equal to Vs. V1 is equal to Vs because V2 is equal to 0, short circuited. This is short circuited, obviously. So let us consider the current here as that V2 is equal to 0 as my I2 dash here. So V2 is equal to 0, so V1 is equal to Vs, and I2 is equal to I2 dash. Right? I2 is equal to I2 dash. Right. So in this case, so from the equation number 1, that is the V1 is equal to A V2 minus B I2. So here it is there. V1 is equal to A V2 minus B I2. So substituting this, V1 is equal to Vs. So what we can write? Vs is equal to, as V2 is equal to 0. So V2 is equal to 0. A into 0 is going to be 0. 0 plus B into I2. So because I2 is equal to, what is this I2 here? I2 is equal to I2 dash. I2 is equal to I2 dash, or we can write it as I2 is equal to minus I2 dash. Sorry, it is nothing but I2 is equal to minus I2 dash. So it is going to become plus. So 0 plus B I2 dash. 0 plus B I2 dash. Or let us consider the magnitude for example. If you want to consider the magnitude, then it is going to be mod Vs is equal to magnitude of this one. So in that case, Vs is equal to 0 plus B I2 dash. So we can write Vs by I2 dash is equal to B. So from this equation, Vs by I2 dash is equal to B. So now let us come to this second figure, that is B, figure number B. So in this case, we have considered short circuited the input port. So V1 is equal to 0. So if V1 is equal to 0, the source voltage is going to be, there will be only one source, that is going to be V2. V2 is equal to your Vs. V2 is equal to Vs, V1 is equal to 0, and I1 is going to be equal to minus I1 dash. I1 is going to be equal to minus I1 dash. Similarly, here also I2 is going to be equal to minus I2 dash. So now coming to the equation number 1. So we can write V1 is equal to 0. So V1 is equal to 0. 0 is equal to V2 is equal to Vs. A Vs minus B into I2 is equal to, what is this I2? I2 is equal to minus I2 dash. So we can write here ABS is equal to minus BI2. ABS is equal to minus BI2. ABS is equal to minus BI2. So from this, AVS is equal to minus BI2 because the current is the negative direction here, receiving a direction. AVS is equal to minus BI2. So from this, we can write I2 is equal to minus A by B into Vs. Minus A by B into Vs. So let us keep this equation separately. It is equal to minus A by B into Vs. So now let us come to the I1 dash. Let us come to the second one, second equation. Now let us come to the second equation. This is the second equation. So from the second equation, substituting these conditions, I1 is equal to minus I1 dash. So minus I1 dash is equal to V2 is equal to Vs, CVS plus D into, what is this D? D into, what is this I2 here? What is the value of I2 here? I2 is equal to minus A by B into Vs. Minus A by B into Vs. Minus A by B into Vs. So minus I1 dash is equal to Vs into. So while deriving the equations, you have to remember one condition, that is while deriving the equations for the reciprocity or any kind of symmetric conditions, let us consider the magnitude. Right? Minus I1 dash is equal to Vs, taking Vs as common, Vs into C plus D into minus A by B. So taking common as Vs. So from this we can write Vs by I1 dash is equal to minus 1 by C plus D into minus A by B. So from this we can write, so if we write here, it is from this we can write Vs by I1 dash is equal to minus B by Vs by I1 dash is equal to, if we send this up, minus B by BC minus AD. So this is the equation which we have obtained from this. So now what we can write here? So from this is one equation we obtained. So if we compare these two equations, what we can write? If we compare these two equations, Vs by I2 dash, which is equal to Vs by I1 dash. So comparing these two equations, why? Because both of the impedances, Vs by I2 dash is an impedance, Vs by I1 dash is the impedance here. So equating the impedances. So here, why? Because why we are equating these impedances means, so because for reciprocity condition, I1 dash should be equal to the I2 dash. I1 dash should be equal to the I2 dash. So then what we can write here, B is equal to B by AD minus BC. Just I am taking the common as this minus negative sign here. So we are going to have, so if we cancel this B this side and this B this side, so we are going to have AD minus BC is equal to 1. So this is what is going to be our final condition for the reciprocity of the transmission parameters. AD minus BC is equal to 1. This is how you are going to obtain the expression for the reciprocity condition. AD minus BC is equal to 1. So now let us derive the one more important expression, that is the condition for symmetry. As we discussed previously itself, the symmetry condition. Again here, the symmetry condition, a two-port network is said to be symmetrical if its ports can be interchanged without changing the port voltages and the currents. So when we can interchange the ports, if both the input impedances and the output impedances are equal, then we can interchange the ports without changing the voltages and the currents. So now here, we know that these are the governing equations V1 and I1. Again, I am taking the same equation. So now let us consider the condition V1 is equal to Vs, and here let us consider the output port is open circuited. Output port is open circuited. In this condition, I2 is equal to 0. And also the source voltage as also, let us consider it as the V1 is equal to Vs. So that means we are interchanging the ports here. we are interchanging the ports. So V1 is equal to Vs and I2 is equal to 0. So in this condition, what we can write from the first equation, V1 is equal to Vs means V1 is equal to Vs, which is equal to I2 is equal to 0 means this is going to be equal to completely 0. This term Vi2 is going to be equal to 0. So Vs is equal to AB2. So from this we can write V2 is equal to Vs by A. V2 is equal to Vs by A. So from other equation, what we can write, I1 is equal to CB2, because I2 is equal, this term is going to be minus di2 is going to be equal to 0. I1 is equal to CB2. So from this we can write V2 is equal to I1 by C. So now comparing these two equations. So this equation and this equation. Let us compare these two equations. So both are the output voltages or the receiving end voltages, V1, V2 and V2. So from this we can easily write, what we can write from these two equations, we can write Vs by A is equal to I1 by C, because both are V2, V2. Vs by A is equal to I1 by C. If Vs by A is equal to I1 by C here, I can write Vs by A, Vs by I1 is equal to A by C. This is the one condition which we have obtained. Now let us consider the other condition, that is V2 is equal to Vs and I1 is equal to 0 here. To interchange the ports, so this is the one condition which we can obtain. This is the symmetric condition 1 and this is the symmetric condition 2. V2 is equal to Vs and I1 is equal to 0. So from this, the first equation, V1 is equal to A into Vs, because V2 is equal to Vs, plus B into I2, plus B into I2, or we can write minus BI2, no issues here, minus BI2, no problem, plus or minus BI2, because anyhow we are going to magnitude modulo, we are going to take the modulo magnitude only. So, and the second equation, what we can write, I1 is equal to 0, 0 is equal to C into, what is this V2? V2 as Vs, C into Vs plus di2. Or you can write here minus di2. If you consider the transmission line equation, we can write this minus, right? If we consider the transmission, if we consider the two-port network convention, that is the here I1 and this is the I2, then we can write it as the minus I2 over here. And CVS is equal to minus di2. So from this equation, we can write CVS is equal to minus di2 or plus di2, no problem, because anyhow here we are taking the magnitude. So from this we can write Vs by I2 is equal to, that means we are obtaining the expression for the output impedance. And this is the expression for the input impedance. So Vs by I2 is equal to D by C. The magnitude if we take minus magnitude if you want to take, Vs by I2 is equal to D by C. And here Vs by I1 is equal to A by C. So both are the, this is the input impedance, this is the output impedance. So for obtaining the symmetry, if you want to extend the both the ports without changing the, if you want to interchange the ports without changing the voltages and current, that means the input impedance should be equal to the output impedance. So what is the input impedance here? Vs by I1. What is the output impedance here? Vs by I2. If you equate these two, what you are going to have? Vs by I2 is equal to Vs by I1, which is equal to A by C and D by C. So A by C is equal to D by C means that finally we are going to obtain the condition that is nothing but A is equal to D. So this is going to be our symmetric condition for the transmission parameter. This is going to be our symmetric condition for the transmission parameters. All right. So these are the references which I have taken for the presentation, for making the presentation. So one is the Abhijit Chakrabarty, Circuit Theory and Analysis Synthesis, Dhanpat Roy Publishing Company, and the other textbook is Van Valkenburg, Network Analysis, Pairs and Education. The other textbook is Sudhakar, Shyam Mohan Espali, Circuits and Networks, Analysis and Synthesis, 5th edition. So these are the 3 textbooks which I have referred for making the presentation. Thank you very much.